say them I go envy me.
Yeah, we back. We back. Clásico Junto status. Sriracha, much finer vodka. One thing that's constant is change. Things are always going to change. As much as we love it, as much as we like doing things the same way, one thing that's constant is change. Yo, Serge, what's up? And so, you know, we gotta adapt to change, man. And we gotta move with the times. You know, sometimes I read my comments and guys be like, yo, dress your age. So what's that? A 10X Pele and some baggy jeans with Tim's? Like, what is it? And so I like feeling young. I like dressing nice. I like smelling good. I like keeping up with what's going on and being fly with my Doja bucket. That's what I like. Know what I'm saying? But one thing you notice, even though you're a public figure or celebrity, is you can't make everybody happy. You try. You try. And so you can't make everybody happy. Yo, Mama Silvers, what's up? You can't make everybody happy. So people gonna be the way they are. You just gotta do you. Now, if your bank account looks like it's been making more, and it looks like you're okay and your family's safe and you're able to give back to your community and open businesses and give back to the poor people as much as you can, then you're doing all right. You're doing all right. And so I'm happy in my skin. But, you know, every now and then people want to talk that shit. So, you know, yesterday I said, fuck it. Let me give them the unfiltered Fat Joe and give them that shit. And as long as you work, you know what I'm saying? I work every day. So as long as you work and you on your shit and you taking care of your bills and all that, can't nobody tell you nothing. And one thing I wanted to always do before I had this show or even at this show is nobody ever offered me advice. So I cannot be right all the time. But nobody ever offered me, you want white van talk, Serge? I don't even got one. You got to give me a hint and I'll finish it. Because you know all the white van stories, Serge. So nobody ever gave me advice. And I would sit down as a young entrepreneur, a young owner of my company and be going through things and be wondering why nobody puts me up on game. I had to figure it all out. And so what I said was, any young brother, sister, anybody who needs to know game, anybody who needs a little bit of inspiration, I will always give it to them. And so when I came in the show, there was different ways I could have went. I could have went the mumbo jumbo, diss everybody and talk shit about people. I could have went the unhumble way, you know, talking shit like I'm somebody. Or I could try to help the people with transparency, honesty, and hopefully it's something that can spark a light bulb in your mind so that you can be a better person or have more money than me and or more success than me. And then hopefully sometimes we gotta see it. You know, I tell people all the time, if Lord Finesse, you know, he's from my projects, Digging in the Crates crew. If he wasn't successful before Fat Joe, I would have never been successful. It took me knowing him, telling me, yo, I'm going to be a big rapper. That PR Parade, I think I told you that story when they beat up the guy. And so when they these guys, they don't want me to talk positive. They keep throwing the white vans up. They want Joe Crack to talk that shit. And so I wrote some things down. I said like this, look, if you're aspiring, you're an artist, trust no one. People come around you, they act like they smart, they're really not talented. And when you telling your life story or you telling your business or what your ambitions are, a lot of times they're not even, yo, Raul, what's up? They're not listening to what you know. No matter how smart you are, the crooks are listening to what you don't know. Therefore, they can be, oh, he don't know this, he don't know this. They can take advantage of you in those ways. And so you can't trust no one. It's sad. You're in the studio, couple of guys. I knew this one guy, sucker though, like a real sucker. He never did shit in his life. So he's in the studio with like, I think NSYNC in them. And he's in the studio just hanging out, being a groupie. And they coming up with one of those hit records. And he told them like, you are up. And one word in the song, like he said, no, I think you should say you. He said, all right. So they did it, whatever. The record blew up. They knew it would because it's NSYNC. He sues them like he wrote the record with them. This is the sucker shit that goes on in hip-hop. Lawsuit mania. You must be worried in America of lawsuits. I've been through at least 20, 30 of them. Most of them were for beating people up, allegedly. And I told you that at one time, I didn't realize that people knew my success or they knew, yo, he's getting a lot of money. Because, you know, I came up from an era, you say something, you get beat up in the White Castle, in the McDonald's, wherever you at, 4 chicken and French fries, you know, you get smacked upon your face with the 4 chicken wing and the hot sauce, and you keep it moving most of the time. It's like, oh, damn, Joe Crack smack flames. But as I'm becoming famous, and we're making all these telling everybody, Big Puns, double platinum, Fat Joe's platinum. We doing all that shit. I'm not realizing people are counting the cash register. And so suckers are coming up to me. They know they're going to get an ass whipping. You know, all those guys who used to confront Iron Mike Tyson. I knew a dude, he was a so-called gangster. He was in Brooklyn. He fronted on Iron Mike. Iron Mike knocked him out. He sued Iron Mike. This is a gangster, so-called. And so those type of games being played, but that's normal shit. They used to gas me into smacking them up, and then they sue me. But the lawsuits is something that's wrong in America. The system of the lawsuits is something that's wrong. And I don't want to give no suckers too much game on here. You know what I'm saying? But people are quick. People are quick to sue you for anything if they think you got something more than them. And it's the American way. Me, myself, I could have sued a lot of people. The guys lean with it, rock with it, lean, I could have sued them. The other shoulder lean show, I could have sued them. I could have sued a lot of people and never did. It's just not in my nature to sue somebody. It just, I won't do it. Right? And so, you know, you know, you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful, man. And that's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say, I was thinking of I seen something, I think QP was on an interview and he was talking about managers. And so like, so you get an artist, right? So I'm from where, you see karma, you right? I'm from where I try to be good to people, to all people. And even with trying to be good to people, people still feel like taking advantage of you. And so the guy QP said, you know, I deal with these new artists, and when they come up with a manager, and I signed them because of the manager. So a manager goes and he says, I believe in you. And he or she uses every leverage. They put you on any showcase to rap, put you with any A&R, they trying to get you on because they believe in you. Then the artist blows up and says, I don't want this manager, I want another manager. But this guy or girl used every juice, every exhausted, never made no money, was putting up their own money to promote you, to blow you up. And then you get rid of him. And so it's the truth, but it's sad. It's the truth, but it's sad. So being disloyal, it's almost when, I remember one day, the biggest thing was Lil Wayne's contract was up. Does he go sign with Jay-Z? Does he sign with this one? Does he sign with that one? And when he re-signed with Cash Money, everybody was like shocked. They were shocked that the man did the right thing. They were shocked that he kept it loyal. They were shocked that he was a real one. And so it's amazing that we're shocked when people do the normal right thing and not the fuck thing. And so, you know, female artists, I watch it all the time. Female artists, they're incredible, they hot, they talented. They got a boyfriend, their boyfriend don't want them to blow. I mean, we seen this every time. There was one female artist, she was so beautiful. She was so beautiful and could really sing that everyone assumed she was the next Beyonce, no matter what. Right? We just all assumed. You, me, I'm not going to say the name. But beautiful. They put her on all the magazine covers and everything. She has a boyfriend who's part of the group or whatever. He gets her pregnant. All right, we forgive you after you're pregnant. You come back, you're still beautiful. They put her on all the boxes. On all the magazines back in the days. Then she gets pregnant again. Oh, word, she's out of commission. Damn, this getting out of hand. She ain't even putting music out. And we're still waiting for the pretty girl to blow. She comes back, another kid again. You know, even with my sister Remy, I'll never forget. I remember sitting down with her and I said, yo, Rem, you're about to blow. It was our first child. Before Pepper was her first child. She was young. I said, you're about to blow, Rem. Watch out for this guy. She was like, you know, Joe, you know, it's my man. I was like, yo, you know, you got a guy. You got to put yourself in this position, right? You got a guy, and he's a regular guy, no matter how handsome he is or whatever, he's hot in the hood. And now you're going to be a superstar. That all the basketball players, the football players, all the handsome rappers you ever wanted in your life and actors, they're going to like you now because they think you're sexy now because you're the hottest chick. It's too much for this guy to deal with. So what does he want to do? Get you pregnant, huh? And so I warned her about it, and she had a beautiful son who's my nephew, and God bless. But I told her. And that happened historically in the rap game, where a guy doesn't want to see his woman's success. Even though she's hot, she could do it. They don't want to see it. Could be a girl with a hit maker producer. A producer who's on fire. Why is it he can't give his girlfriend a hit? And so that's what happened. If you see, you know, a girl, her man is the guy who's giving everybody hits. But he won't give her a hit. Why? Because he's intimidated that she becomes successful and she'll leave. It's crazy. But that's reality. That's how the whole business been going forever. And so, and it's definitely not Alicia Keys' Swiss Beats. Alicia Keys got 10 billion hits. I seen somebody say it sounds like, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. And so everywhere I've been going out there, my friend, yeah, somebody just said it. I'm just keeping it, but it's a lot of them. You point a finger at tons of them. It ain't just one person, it's a lot of them. It's a lot. It's been happening since the beginning of time. Where you see a girl, she might come out with one record, this shit is banging. You like, yo, when the next one, she gonna be the star. Next thing you know, she knocked up, or they don't give her the head, or something like that. You know, it's a lot of them. And what I said, everything is impossible till someone does it, and then it's possible. Everything's impossible till someone does it, then it's possible. Could you imagine somebody thinking about flying? Somebody's flying. Somebody's going to go in the air. Nobody had a plane. Somebody thought about it and made it possible. Somebody went to Vegas and seen the desert. Somebody went to Dubai and said, I'm going to make a Dubai over here out this desert. And so it's always important to dream big and dream for the impossible, because you can make it possible. Now, I don't know what I'm talking about, but that's one of them. City High, you know it. I'm not talking, that's one of them. I'm not gossiping. That's one of them. Just one. It's been like 20 like that. And it's like, and I'm not disrespecting. Everybody's happy they got their own family. But I'm just telling you, that has happened. That's one. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. But it's like 20 of them like that. You know what I'm saying? I got a guy, he's a famous singer, the biggest. And he has a new baby and has a wife, a baby mother. And every day in his house, he has his studio. And every time he tries to walk in the studio to work, she stands at the door with the baby in her arm. But when she met him, she knew he was the hottest rapper in the game. And so he tries to work. The fans say, I want to hear the new music, but baby mama holding the baby right here. And so this is about life. This ain't just about music. Women, if you want to get ahead, men, if you want to get ahead, I don't want to just make this a women thing, right? But if you want to get ahead, you cannot stop your significant other from working. Don't. If you want to eat steaks and lobsters, if you want to live a good life, don't stop your significant other from working, from making money, from providing for the family. I got a friend on here right now. His son can't go to work if his girlfriend don't want to go there with him. If he can't work, if his wife ain't there while he's working, what kind of shit is that? This is 2021. And so you don't stand in the way of the bag. You want the bag. You want the bag, but you don't want them to go get the bag. That's crazy. That's why I started the show with Gun to November. I'll be gone to November. And so you can't make the hit if you're not in the studio. Spin King, what's up? Closed mouths don't eat. You ain't bullshitting. And so, vice versa. You like the fly shit, he gotta work. I had a guy one night, and I gotta be very tricky with this, with how I talk about this, right? And so, I have a friend, she's filthy rich. Filthy rich, and she's my friend. Okay? So she's my friend. She's like a sister to me. So whether it's a female, whether it's a guy, when I'm tight with you, I'm tight with you. And so I don't cross the side. If I'm tight with her and she's my sister, my friend, I'm not going to team up with her husband against her for nothing, ever. I pick my side. So this friend of mine, this sister of mine, she had a boyfriend. And one day the guy comes, and he was all right. Handsome guy, had his own business, whatever the case may be. And he comes to me and says, yo, Crack, can I talk to you for a sec? I said, sure, brother, what's up? I feel weird because, you know, my girl got more money than me. I'm like, he's, you know, what could you tell a girl that she could buy anything she wants in the world? I'm like, I'm intimidated. What do you think? I'm like, now, guy code, I was exploding inside, saying to myself, if you don't marry that chick with all that fucking money, but she's my girl, she's my sister, I'm not going to break that rule. But I'm looking at this guy like, are you seriously having this conversation? You're intimidated because she got money that could put you on another level? Unbelievable the shit I've seen in my life. Unbelievable. Unbelievable the things these people say. And and I'm like, it's some men, same thing, vice versa. Women intimidated, men intimidated. It's called insecurity. Bro, I don't know the shit. I don't know it. I don't know it. Just like fat shaming, and you can't fat shame me because I took away the power from that. Since I was 2 years old, they've been calling me Fat Joey. I took away the power from the fat shaming because I'm Fat Joey. So what are you going to do to hurt my feelings? I'm Fat Joe. I'm fat. I know it. So I took away the power. Right? So insecurity, whatever the case may be, look, do not go with a guy that is handsome and got it popping if you cannot handle holding that man down or trusting that man or trusting in what you have. Vice versa. You can not have a beautiful wife, a beautiful girlfriend, if you're worrying every 10 seconds about what they're doing. And to be honest with you, my brothers, if you're worrying too much every 10 seconds about her fucking, chances is she's fucking. And you know it. Did I go too far? Because here, you know, I talk more about, they say don't talk about politics, but I really don't talk about relationships on here because I don't like to know like I know it all or I'm talking or criticizing somebody's relationship. But, you know, we got caught up, we got jammed up in a moment. But if you the guy that you got to call every 10 seconds on your wife or on your girl, you have a severe problem. Because if you's thinking your wife is fucking every 10 minutes, she's fucking, right? You know that. And I always go back to that. We'll call him Juanchito. But I always had a friend. He's a killer. He's in jail for life. He is a stone cold killer. He's in jail for life. And the man, his wife was beautiful. The man would come back. We be in a club. We popping champagne. This is 88 shit. I see you on here, Tone. I see you on here, Success. This is 88 talk, man. We get money in the streets. We popping bottles. He comes in. Guys. And we like, yo, what's wrong? The nenita, she cheated on me again. We be like, no! Everybody, no! No! Yeah, the nenita, she cheated on me again. Do you know what the nenita cheated on me again means? He's going to kill someone. There is nothing else to talk about. Like, nah, she won't do that. Now, everybody's trying to gas this guy to not kill. Nenita, she loves you so much. She said, yeah. With the guy from the barber shop, the guy, I'm like, ay. Rashard, this is white van talk. And so, I always reflect back to Missy when she goes, don't you know that man killed? You have an obligation. They should start locking girls up too. Once they lock the guy up for killing the guy who fucked this girl, they should lock her up because she know her guy was a murderer. And if he found out that she was fucking any guy, he was going to kill him. And so if you're watching and you're a super tough guy and you'll kill over your girl, if she cheats on you, you'll kill the guy. Guess what? You go to jail and she stays fucking. Just like you ladies. You know you got a horny one on your hands. The guy fucked the doorknob. You know when it comes to him being a dirty dick guy, you know that's him. Can't send him to the bodega. He might not come back. Well, you know what you got. Am I going too far? Fire signs if we talking good shit. If not, man, listen, man. I'm shooting the breeze with you motherfuckers, man. It's you know. Yeah, karma is a motherfucker. But nobody thinks about karma while they doing it. Nobody. Nobody thinks about karma while they're doing it. I got a funny one for you, right? This is one thing I won't do. So one day I'm in a club. I used to go to the club all the time. and I see one of my man's wives in the club. So I come up and I go, hey, sis, what's up? Yo, this, that, sis. Like, she says. See, I'll never look. My friends can have the most incredible wives in the world. I could not tell you what their asses look like, their tits look like, their faces look like. If you a girl and I ever call you my sister, I will not tell you what. I won't. You cannot look back at one point and see Joe looking at your ass. It won't happen. I just won't. And so one day I'm in the club and a girl tells me, I said, yo, what's up, sis? How you doing? Even bought him a bottle of champagne. Yo, y'all good? Like, yeah, you know. Because you the real one. I always wanted you. You the real one. I said, what? Maybe the music is loud. Like, what? You know, I always wanted you. You the real one. This and this and that. You know, I want to fuck with you. I said, I look at this woman, I say, listen, I can't even tell you guys all this. I want you to die. I can't even tell you people, I almost did, the type of disrespectful shit I was telling this woman here. Because vice versa with men and women, they try you, man. They try you and they think it's exciting and maybe he wants to fuck his man's wife or his girl. I'm not that one, Papo. Not at all. So the type of I want you to die. I want you to catch I mean, the most foulest shit y'all can think of in the universe, you piece of shit, bitch of a lifetime. Like, just so she can know there's one. There's one that'll keep it real. There's one that'll keep it real. That won't fall for the temptation. And there's tons of guys that get off on shit like that. Yeah, everything. The foulest shit I can't even say it because you'll never look at me to say it. If I tell you lyric for lyric of what I told this young lady, and I never told my man. I never told nobody about that story. I just kept it moving, but she knows what I told her. And so, these guys who get off with, you know, rapping the guys' wives and talking to their friend and this and this and that. And I say, be careful. Don't you know that man killed? Be careful. And especially if he's your man and you know him. And I would sit out there. I'm going real 88 for you, Success, you know the area. When I hustled in the streets and I would stand on the block. This is for some of you guys to really hear this. Stand on the block. And they would tell me, yo, that's Butch. He used to have the Mercedes with the white walls. Yo, that's Juanito. He used to have this. So these guys are dope fiends, right? They straight drug addicts, dope fiends, coming to buy drugs. Homeless, if you call them that. And I'm standing out there, not proud about it, being an entrepreneur. But I want to know why the guy that everybody says had all the Benzes and all that is using drugs. And so I sit down and think, yo, Butch, let me holler at you for a second. Yeah, what's up, young blood? This, that. Be like, yo, Butch, man, like, how do you get into drugs? Caught my wife sleeping with my brother. Couldn't handle it. Didn't want to kill my brother. So I started using drugs. And this story right here, I heard this story so much while I was out there. So much these guys would come up. Yo, call my wife, fucking the principal of her school. She's a school teacher. I get high because of that, this. And I guess it's the same thing with women. Because my sister, Remy, let me tell you something. Remy did 8 years in real prison. Not the fake one, not the Martha Stewart, not into this. She did it with women that were in there for murder. And guess why these women killed? Catching a man cheating, grabbed a knife and stabbed him up. So something that seems simple, seems like a moment, could really turn into some shit. I don't know how the fuck I took it there, man. Fuck, man. I don't like talking that real shit on here. Everybody ain't ready for the real shit. The real shit is too much. But you can say walk away, but it's ego. You saying hi to this guy every day. This guy fucking your wife, your baby mother. You saying hi to him every day. My brother's on here. I would love to tell a story about my brother. My brother's on here, but I don't want him to be mad at me. But it's the craziest story. I got a brother. My brother, I'm not going to say your name, but I'm going to just use this as this theme, as a story. But forgive me if I'm violating in any way, anyway. So I got a brother. He's married to a girl. She's my sister. He's here. She's my sister. He got kids with her. Loves her to death. They love each other. Somebody violates her in front of the building and grabs her ass and knows that's her man or whatever the case may be. She goes upstairs and tells him, yo, you know that guy such and such, let's say Tempito, he grabbed my ass and ain't give a fuck even though I'm your wife. He goes downstairs, allegedly, and shoots the guy. Yo, brother. Yo, brother, you something. Yo, let me tell you something. You're a good guy, man. You're a good sport, brother. Yo, brother, you're a good sport, man. You're a good sport. And so he goes downstairs. She tells him they violated her. He goes downstairs. He's on there. He gave me the AOK. He goes down there. Bang! Allegedly gives a guy to get the business. The guy who's so-called gangsters and all that tells on him. He gets locked up. He got to cop out. The guy's testifying. He got to do 5 years in jail. I go visit my brother every month. Am I lying? In snowstorms and whatever. I keep it real with my brother. I'm going to visit him every month. One of those times I go to visit him, his wife says, hey, Joe, can I go up there with you? So, you know, I'm driving whatever the latest fucking Benz is or whatever. I'm like, all right, sis. So we go in to fucking visit. She hadn't gone to visit him in a while. This is his wife that he shot the guy allegedly over. And we sit down and we go and she says, I wanted you to be here, Joe, because I know you're his real friend and you're his brother. And I wanted you to understand. And she looks at my brother and tells him, I want a divorce. She tells him, I want a divorce. He's on here now. I can't imagine how he felt. Because me, I was devastated. The man went to jail for her. That's the whistle. Do you know what it was like driving back with this girl who my man is in jail for, who I go visit every other week up north, who's in jail for her, and she tells him she wants a divorce. Do you know how awkward that drive was back from upstate? I really wanted to throw her out in the middle of a snowstorm upstate. I really wanted to kick her out in a snowstorm. And I'm driving back for like 4 hours, 5 hours like this. Not a word said. Not even music played in the car. I'm just like, we gotta hope we know what we dealing with. That's all I'm saying. We gotta hope we know what we dealing with. It was his wife. It was still his wife. And so we got these rules, if you want to call so-called rules of loyalty, are really, you're not supposed to disrespect your man's wife regardless. That's his wife. So all I could do is just be like, never seen her, never talked to her again. And I really liked this girl. I really had liked her. You never know. So I like to love, you know, with my eyes open as possible. Because what he said, Joe, at the end of the day, when you hear stories like that, that's the whistle. Oh no, that's a crazy whistle. That shit broke my heart, bro. That shit broke my heart. I'm sure it broke my brother's heart even more. Well, yo, that shit was crazy. And, you know, so I'm saying is before you go out there and you're going to kill a guy over your girl, or you're going to kill a girl over your guy or whatever, please. You never know what's the outcome. And that's the dumbest shit. You got to find the strength to walk away and not use drugs and heroin. I'll tell you, most of them guys. I had a guy, I don't know. All right, I'll tell you who. So, rest in peace, my brother Full Flex, right? My brother Full Flex had an uncle. His uncle was like schizophrenia. Crazy, right? And once a week, I would go with Flex to go see his uncle. His uncle would be over there by Patterson Projects. We knew the area. He would always be around. And he was schizophrenia and this. He wouldn't talk to us. But we would pull up, and Flex would talk to him. See, that's the thing about real ones, bro. That's the thing about real ones. If you're a gangster, you a thug, and your man dies in the funeral, there's nothing wrong with crying. You're actually realer when you cry. And so we would go over there and we would go see his uncle by Patterson Projects, and Flex would talk to him. Shout out Edgar Balanga. He got the new baby boy. The new baby boy, Edgar Balanga. He called me from the delivery with the doctors like, yo, Joe Crack. Yo, the doctors is like, let's take a selfie with the baby. I'm proud of you, my brother. God bless you. Now you really got to be the champ. You really got to be the champ. And so he calls me, Edgar Balanga calls me from the hospital with the baby, with the doctors at the delivery. Unfucking believable. I tell you really quick. So Flex's uncle, Flex would go, Theo, this, that, talk to him. We would always bring him a sandwich. So he always liked a sandwich. He didn't know. I love you too, Edgar. God bless the baby. God bless your wife. He would always eat this turkey and cheese sandwich, whatever, we bring it for him. He wouldn't look at Flex. He would just be like this. And happy birthday to little Flex. It's Flex's birthday, my godson. He said they was going crazy. They thought what? They thought I wasn't Terror Squad. He dead ass. Let me tell you something. Edgar Berlanga called me on the phone with the baby. His wife, she probably wanted to stab him. The doctors. And they were like, yo, let's get a selfie. Yo. I was like, yo, this shit is crazy. And I was driving. But God bless you, man. And so every time we would get up, his uncle would never listen to him, never talk back. He would get up and walk towards the car. What Flex ain't know is every time we walked to the car, we'd turn around and look, and his uncle be looking at him. He would know who he is. He acted like he didn't know who he was, but he would always look at him. He knew who he was. And he knew, damn, the one person in my family keep it real with me. And so I asked Flex, how did that happen to him? Well, when he was in Puerto Rico, his best friend slept with his wife. He's never been the same. He snapped. And so you got to be real careful, guys. I tell my friends all the time, when I got friends that's too much in love, like, oh my God, I love my girl. I'll be like, please. This is very delicate. Like, you gotta have some type of protection. Vice versa. Girls, guys, a little Heisman. You can love little Heisman. Little, just in case. What do you say? This show is the best, honest. We can really talk our stuff and vent. Yeah, that's what we do every night. Yo, mamita, boy, it took you long to walk over here. You know I'm talking all that relationship, and you over there. Hard, right? You over there real quiet. Love hard. Oh, you got a lyric today? Huh? She got a lyric. She said you gotta love hard, huh? That's what you say? Love fully? You not love with be careful? Not love with it be careful?
25 years.
Oh my God. Yeah, listen, guys, I gotta go. This shit might turn up too much. Yo, Success. She came over. The woman don't talk shit, but Jeff Harrison said, holy shit, you gotta go. What Jeff said? Jeff said, on the check-in. Yo, Jeff. Gotta go. I tell you, they there. They just don't say that. But like right now, Jeff popped up. Uh-oh. Like, yo, homie, you hot stepping? Homie said that happening in this world. Yo, listen, guys. Yo, Jeff, my sister. Yo, nah, this shit, the lyrics got bad. Quick, JB jumped in on it. Success, Jeff, everybody jumped in like, uh-oh, they heard the lyric. Listen, guys. I want no smoke. I gotta relax. I'll talk to you tomorrow. This show is over. This show is done. But listen, I don't know. We was just talking some real shit. And we went this way. Let your darkest moments bring your most clarity. If you went through a hard time, you went through a struggle. Let me tell you something about how real God is. I have friends that were facing 10, 20, 30 years. They must have, I don't know, I wasn't there. They were sitting, they were on their knees praying. They have a different relationship with God than I do. They were on their knees praying and praying and praying for God to forgive them, to send them home to their families. Now God sends you home, drop dead, drop is it on it. God sends you home. And you beat the case or you get home on a technicality, whatever the case. Don't forget God, man. Don't forget all the times you was on your knees begging. Do not forget God. God is everything, man. If I'm about to die right now, I'm dying. Heart attack, shot, this. I'm praying to God. That's it. The Alpha, the Omega. Love y'all. We the biggest in the game. Peace.